One of the most important parts of building a new home is when it looks like this. This is your pre-drywall phase. This is actually a client's house of ours. We're gonna walk you through it because you probably need to know what to expect and what you're looking for. I've actually got a former Highland sales rep.
How's it going?
He's a realtor now, he's on our team. And so this is what to look for when you're doing your pre-drywall meeting with your builder. And you kind of start to see which builders are really, really good and which ones might, you know, leave something to desire. So Gene, start me off real quick. Out here on the front, we've got, what do we got on the front of this house?
We have styrofoam sheathing. Now, a lot of people might be big fans of, you know, T-ply, but the biggest thing that I would say is that whenever you have a quality builder, what they tend to say is like, hey, we're good on the outside, but they're not good on the inside. So styrofoam sheathing, and to my opinion, I do believe that it's a lot better than what you're gonna see with a standard product line of a T-ply. The material that you're gonna see with T-ply is by builders like a Lennar, Horton, LGI. But with the styrofoam sheathing and then also with the zip line, it really does make your home feel like a Yeti cooler.
Yep.
So
like if we come up here and we knock on it, it's got some serious stuff to it. Now, here's the thing. So we're walking this house, and we always tell clients, pre-drywall is great for a third-party inspection. So if you're gonna do your third parties, you wanna do them kind of at this point, and you wanna do them at your final. So you can kind of see, this is a great opportunity. I'm gonna spin you guys around. Great opportunity to see, well, let me give you some, let me fix your sunlight here. Y'all need to be able to see it a little bit better. There we go. Okay, great opportunity to see where all of your wiring and stuff is, so you can see kind of your lights, all of your electrical, your plumbing as you're walking through these houses. So you're gonna walk this with your builder. We come in, show you in this house real quick. Hope, fix your sunglasses. There we go. Get you a little bit better view. Okay. So a great opportunity, as we tell you, to get a feel for your house, because this is the time, this is really the first time that your house feels like a house, right? Gene, this is, to me, like, this is when it kind of starts to really get exciting as we're working through this process.
Yeah, you can start seeing everything that's coming alive with the product line, from the tall ceilings on this one. They have the radiant barrier with the H-clip, so big fan of that, because typically back in the 2020-2021 season, a lot of builders started making cutbacks on a lot of their materials. So a builder that stays true to their word, radiant barrier, the styrofoam sheathing, plus the zip line system on the outside of the house really does provide you a great quality aspect of what you're going to see in the home.
Good deal. So they've already kind of started insulating this house. So like what we're checking for in here as we're walking through the rooms, any specific outlets that you added at your design or electrical meeting. So like if you said, hey, we wanted an outlet to be right here, obviously there's not one there, we're missing it. If it's missing on the plan, we're checking it to make sure. What they're also looking for is making sure your, scroll you guys up, all of your rooms have air vents and ducts. Most, not ducts like quack, but like duct like air duct with a T. Most builders nowadays have kind of switched to doing a supply and a return in every single room. Some of them don't. I don't like those builders. Do you?
Yeah, no, that's one thing.
Especially here in Texas, that's one thing we want to make sure that we have.
Yeah, definitely the air distribution based on the energy efficiency is going to really help out with the product line of your home.
Yeah. So as you're walking this with your builder, a lot of people will always ask me, and they'll be like, Zach, I noticed that we have a green tub. And I'll be like, you didn't order the green tub? That's not what you wanted? I'm kidding. They put those in to protect the actual tubs underneath it. It's so that they don't get, you know, debris and construction material in that. Now, I want you to notice as we walk through this home, it is messy, right? It's a little bit of a construction site, which is to be expected, but it's not dirty and it's not nasty, right? There's a little bit, there's a water bottle, but you want to see a good quality builder is walking their homes every single day, making sure things are getting cleaned up. There's not trash in the walls, there's not beer cans in the walls. And so that's really where you kind of start to see the companies and the individuals that take pride in the things that they're building, you know? So this is an opportunity, like I said, this will be your meeting, walk through your whole house. One of my favorite things to do in these meetings, We always have clients that love to come through, and the clients in this house haven't done it yet, but they're gonna come through and they'll mark scriptures and prayers and words of encouragement on their walls, because again, it's gonna be their house. So if you go through the options of building from the ground up, that's one of the things you kind of get to be a part of. It's a sort of an exciting moment. We'll tell you, Gene and I, if you need help or you're trying to get here into DFW, we're here to help you, answer any questions. Like we all we do is sell new homes. Like we don't touch anything on the resale side. Gene used to work for a builder. He actually worked for Highland. I stole him, told him to become an agent, and now we have some of the best representation in the game to help you guys get to where you need to be and doing really cool things like this. This is gonna be an incredible house, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell this is a...
So, pro tips for your, like I said, pre-drywall meeting: walk your home with your builder, do your third-party inspection. It's also a really good opportunity to kind of come through and get a full video of your walls kind of being open. That way you know exactly where your electrical lines are, you know where your water lines are, in case you decide one day down the line you just want to knock a hole in a wall and do some renovations, right? The other thing, we don't actually have it on this house yet, but you're probably going to end up seeing at some point in the build process, one of these windows is going to get broken. It's just part of it. They got the brick out there, and that's usually kind of when it happens. I promise you it will get replaced. It's not going to get replaced until you get closer to the end, because it doesn't make sense to replace it and then it get broke again. So they're kind of waiting to make sure everything is where it needs to be and how it needs to be there. So walk your home at pre-drywall. It doesn't have to be scary. I know this can kind of feel a little overwhelming. It doesn't have to be that way. Again, guys, if you have questions, leave them down in the comments. Let me know. If you're thinking you need recommendations for an inspector, or you need help getting people into, getting you representation, Gene and I are here to help. Don't let this be an overwhelming process for you. Super easy. All right, Gene, oftentimes people wonder, like, what's the point? Like, why do we do these pre-drywall meetings?
Well, as a former new home sales rep, you want to make sure that everything that you tied in from your electrical and also everything from your design and the structural aspect of the home, you just want to make sure that everything is inside the home. So yep. For instance, like this floor plug, fireplace, obviously, and then anything outlet wise, you got your conduit over there. So anything electrical that you were to be doing in the Home Pro or the in-charge appointment, you just want to make sure that everything is taken care of, so that before they start bricking, they don't have to go back and cut out your brick.
Yeah, you also want to make sure, like, structurally everything is done. So, like, for example, I'm going to show you in this bathroom, these particular clients had a seamless entry. Like, we did this really big shower, and we were always unsure of what it was going to look like. And so now we kind of get to see for the first time what it's going to look like. So again, just a visual representation. We've got, water lines here, we've got water lines here, and then of course double shower heads up there. So it's just good to kind of check these things. Engineering wise, they're looking to make sure, like on a third party inspection, what they're looking for is to make sure everything is structurally sound. You have, all of your things. Let me point you guys up to the ceiling real quick. Everything is, secured. That's probably the main thing. The frame is secured to the slab. You have the correct brick ties in place. Everything's ready to go for them to start closing in this home. It looks, I promise you, it looks like it could be super overwhelming. It doesn't have to be. It's really, again, a great opportunity to kind of start to see the forming of your house, and you'll start to get a better idea of where you're at timing wise. No builder is going to be able to tell you for sure at this point when they're going to be done, but they can kind of start giving you a little bit better of a ballpark idea. So don't be overwhelmed by your pre-drywall meeting. Walk in, ask questions, take video, take photos of all of your rooms, make sure everything that's on your list is there. And then again, use it as an opportunity to ask any questions of your builder. And like I said, if you need support We're here to support you in any way possible. Or you know what, maybe you're looking at this and you're like, Zach, I can't go through that. I don't know how to do that. We just want to browse new homes and just move in quickly. Great, you can listen, down in the description, you can look at new homes from every price point. Get off of Zillow, get off realtor.com and look at only new stuff. We've got it ready for you down in the bio. So maybe that's something you need. And then when you're ready, we'll have a conversation on what to expect and how to get the best deal possible. Now, where do we go from here? You're looking at this and you're like, I don't even know which builders to look at. We're gonna link our builder rankings video to show you all of our favorite builders here in DFW. Done a lot of business with them, some really good, some not so good. Tell you who we like and what we don't like. But I'm gonna show you as we step out. This is super interesting. Right here, we've got the framing for the refrigerator, but you can notice they kind of set it back a little deeper just to make sure they could get the full size fridge in there. Gene, Highland builds a good home.
Highland does build a good home.
I mean, overall,
absolutely.
There's a reason we like selling with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, from the overall, like I mentioned in the previously, the styrofoam sheathing, the H clips, the radiant barrier, the tall ceilings, the return air and airflow in every single bedroom. That's the number one thing that I would say, because working from that builder and seeing other builders already from the tons of communities I've been to, they definitely build a good product line. So regardless of me working there, I don't have any biased opinion, but I would definitely say they still build a great product line.
Good deal. All right, guys, we're here to help answer any questions if you need it. We'll see you in our next video.